Alright guys, this is Doctor McFarland, and today I am going to show you how to route tracks out of Reaper into a Presonus Studio Live mixing board. We're going to do a little old school analog mixing. No in the box. Well, technically it's kind of in the box, but kind of half and half. So you can kind of call this like a hybrid mixing. Because sometimes I still do automation in the DAW, but I'm setting my initial balance of the mix with the faders on the board. So let's go ahead and dive in. As you can see, we have the our track count here on the left with all the named tracks, drums, acoustic guitar, B3, piano, electric guitar, and main vocals. So I'm actually going to route this as Mixer Man suggested in his Zen and the Art of Mixing book. I think he was referencing a dangerous bus kind of thing, but bussing out different tracks. But let's do it his way, just for fun. So, all right. So, channel 1 is actually going to be bass. And you'll see why here in a second. It kind of makes sense. So we got bass channel 1. Channel 2 is going to be kick. And why that makes sense is, if I can get this right here, kick in and out, channel 2. Bass and kick, you want like a perfect marriage there in the low end. So it kind of makes sense for them to be side by side. So you can, the faders are just right there under your fingers. You can quickly balance those without having to look around all over the board and wondering, hey, where's my bass? Oh, yeah, it's channel 1. So that's why that is, if I can get inside his head without ever talking or meeting him. So snare, bottom, and top, channel 3. And I like the group. I like the group channels on the same track. So I kind of pre-mix them in the box, and then that way I can just have one fader for one sound, and that's it. 4 is going to be vocal. So we're going to go down, and I think it's LV tune, because they tuned it. Hello. Tuned in vocals. 5 and 6 is going to be toms, which is right here. 2 toms. 7 and 8 is going to be overheads, like that. 9 and 10 is going to be room mics. And we just have a left and a right. Now, on the Presonus board, you want to make sure that your stereo tracks start on odd numbers. Because the way they link tracks on the board, you can't link even numbers. You can't link a 12 to a 13. It has to be 11 to 12, 13, 14, so on. Okay? So that's why I'm doing it this way, making sure my stereo tracks start on an odd number. Next, we're going to get into, so that was all the drums. Next, we're going to get into the instruments here. All right, so we got 2 different acoustic guitars, AG2 body and neck, and then AG body and neck. So once again, I'm just gonna, on 11, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna pre-mix these in the box. So body and neck, and I might just mute one of them because maybe one of them just sounds better than the other. So who knows? But I'll keep them on the same track, and then I can do as I wish inside the box here. 13 and 14, we have a left and a right and a low, which is the lower horn on that on the Leslie cab there. But once again, I don't want to get too crazy on this like stereo panning and whatnot, so I'm going to keep this really simple and just do all those 3 tracks on the same fader. Same with the piano. I'm going to do piano back, left and right on the same fader. And then we just have 2 guitars left, which is making it easy. So we'll do guitar main 15, guitar solo on 16, and that should be it. Kicking it out. Make sure we don't have any percussion or anything. Normally he suggests to put like percussion 17, 18, background vocals 19, 20, effects returns, such as reverbs and delays. Let's go ahead and do, we got some extra tracks here. So let's do vocal verb. Because I like to use Valhalla Room. Let's make vocal verb 23 and 24. And then we'll make these stereo returns, okay? And then D-verb. Did I do that right? Shoot, no. Press Alt, and that gets rid of them. All right, here we go. Vocal verb, and then D-verb. Drum squash. Heck yeah, let's do that. Let's do 19 and 20. So we can squash the drums and have like a parallel compression kind of thing going on here. And have that return to the board. So everything is out of the box at this point. And let's go to the console to see how this sounds. All right.